of all, no one quits a good job and goes to Hawaii. It's like one of the most expensive places in the world to go live. What's wrong with you? Milk is $20 over there. It's gonna cost you a dub if you want to eat Cheerios over there, my boy. You understand that? You're gonna basically, in order to live in Hawaii, you're gonna have to scam a little crypto. You can't just be living in Hawaii. All right. But the conversation she was having was, I'm that nigga around here. I'm the HNIC. Okay. Also, that kind of talk says that you a follower, my boy. Followership is important, right? Your woman can advise you, or she can, give you information so that you can make more of an educated decision or informed decision. She can assist you, but she is not to be designing your life. Without this girl, you probably would never been on social media, which is fine, right? But every time she refers to his past life, even in this video, where she's basically saying that he be doing a little sexy, fun adult time with other men. I might play that again, but what she's doing is, and again, people can't hide who they are. So for people, if someone if they admit to you they have anxiety, if they admit, that means that they have assimilated that part of themselves into who they are. Especially if they have not sought out no structure and discipline. That's why your favorite is so important, because it gives you structure and discipline. Oh, babe, you can go hit the tab, but she be charged now. Gives you structure. Man, he moves so quick. Brand. How many, like, when do adults ever run for something? Like, we won't run because we're late for work. Like, we might walk fast. You never run for nothing. You start running like after like 10. It's probably his last year running for stuff. But anyway, so like I was saying, so she's running the play of, basically, all right, listen, this is also your reward for let me be the man. Okay. Another thing too, the black wife effect. I'm gonna comment on that again. The black wife effect also speaks to something else. What they're saying as well is that I can go build the man I want. I can go make this man into the man I want. And don't get me wrong, babe, turn it down. I think it's a kind thing to help your man be better. But the issue with the black wife effect was that you're showing that you are capable of getting with someone who is subpar in many areas. Subpar in the area that brothers are not allowed to. Brothers are barely allowed to be average. Like black men still have the experience of having to be twice as good, just be better than everyone else, or mostly try harder than everyone else. Because that's the main thing that the African American male does. Nigga, we be trying, we try to be cool. Because I didn't realize like how different I was until, as a Buddhist in the SGI, I was a part of the Gajikai circle group. So I had a chance to be around men from different parts of New Jersey, people who are not black, people who don't. I never forget, I was talking to my young men's leader and we chanted Nami Orenge Kyo. We call that Daimoku. And when we got done, I think we was chanting before a young men's meeting. When we got done, I said, that was some clean ass Daimoku. You know what I mean? He said, what? I said, yeah, man, that shit was clean. And like the time, I didn't realize that he was really like that he really liked that. You know what I'm saying? And all black folks have this experience, especially if you got any kind of swag. When you're around people who are not black, they are like really entertained. They're like, wow, that was really cool. Like they're like mad impressed. Like, whoa, that was great. Because I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I got a lot of my self-esteem from being in the SGI and being around. And again, it was black folks there. I'm not saying it wasn't no black people encouraging me, but like, and that's why it's a good thing to be around different kinds of people, especially like black folks. Like, yo, I'm realizing more and more how much we hate each other. You understand? Like, and that's another thing that made the whole Queen of Kings conversation so relevant, because it's speaking to what has Black men have never acknowledged this and actually called it what it was, which is this vitriol for black men. That's like the word of the black YouTube space. Vitriol. I never heard that ever, but it sounds terrible, doesn't it? Don't vitriol sound terrible? Like you would never want vitriol. If you didn't know what it was, if I said, hey, I'm getting you vitriol for dinner tonight. Oh, shit, I don't want that shit. I'm moving to Hawaii. All right. If I say, oh, man, hey, Jennifer said you had something for me. Oh, yeah, I got some vitriol for you. You want it? No. Like, nigga, I turned to Red's father from Friday. No. You want some of this too, old man? No. Yo, both them niggas was pussy. Like, matter of fact, I wonder how they wrote. Did they have a script? You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like, matter of fact, I heard that Friday didn't even have no script. That's how ghetto it was. They just said, y'all just go in there and be black. Right? I just imagine that the direction that they gave Red and his father was like, yo, just be as pussy as possible. Okay? It's as pussy as possible. All right? The biggest vagina you can possibly be. All right? The fact that y'all niggas just ran, it was two of y'all and y'all niggas ran is crazy. All right? But anywho, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, so that's the issue that people are trying to communicate. That's what Tasha K was kind of getting at. She mostly just kept going on to like, yeah, but this seems to be a bottom shelf brag, but she didn't have the language. This also lets me know that she's not tapped into. If she was tapped into the black YouTube space and really watching the content, she would have had a different conversation with her. You understand? So let's go ahead and share this Tasha K drawing real quick. Where is it? I'm gonna try to find I want to find a part where she tries to explain her husband as being very frugal and smart with money, so that's why he was sleeping on the mattress. Give me a second.
No, he gave me cash.
Oh, okay.
I found it. All right, so I found it, John. Right. So this time I'm going to remember. It's a good thing nobody watches this channel yet. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm gonna play a little bit of this in a second. But what she's trying to do basically is kind of, for one, Rose is doing a terrible job at trying to handle PR, and this is why. And you're finding out in real time why people have to be managed. And when you get to a certain level, you're going to have to hire a team. Because I'm like, who's managing y'all? It's literally, and that's why it's crashing out. There's no one, they don't, because I haven't heard no talk of a manager. Now, being as though Rose done put so much of this man's business out, so Rose done talked about how this man got a kid that he don't take care of, that kid that he liked. He told that he ain't had no kids when they met. And then said he wasn't with the mom like that and couldn't find out they wasn't a whole relationship. And he wasn't going to even go see about the girl. Okay? She exposed that she had a sugar daddy who was paying for things. Who paid for her teeth. He bought her teeth. Who's buying you teeth? Guess what I thought? No, I wasn't gonna say I want somebody to buy me some teeth. I don't like buying me teeth. That's it. First of all, that's a weird thing to happen in my head. Hey, Six Packs, I bought you teeth. I start hiding my mouth like, yo, nigga, relax. Like, I'll tell people you bought me teeth, my boy. Anywho, and this is why it's important to tell the truth. And I'm sorry, I meant to give you the analogy again. So, a person with a mental health problem like Rose, right? People like that have very small hearts. They're like little green. You know how the Grinch had a small heart and whatnot, right? Like, that's what that therapist taught. When you start to pretty much describe yourself as being a person with a whole condition, that becomes who you are. The moment you start saying my anxiety, it's one thing to say, oh, my anxiety is flaring, but when you make it sound like it's like an ongoing thing, and to the point where you make it other people's problems because you have the language to do so, right? That becomes who you are. It's the same as when fat people start to say, well, this is just how I am, or these are my genetics, or whatever the fuck, or, some people, they I don't know, I even heard fat people say, oh, well, you can exercise and eat healthy and still die. Nigga, but you won't live bad dying, nigga. I'd rather look good when I die. Shit. I'm like, man, listen, I saw a picture of myself the other day. When I was, I'm like, man, I had to be like 330 pounds. At one point, yo, I might have been 330 pounds or 340 pounds at some point. Because I look at myself, I remember like 2018, 2019, like feeling like, even 2018, by that summer, to my like perception of myself, I lost a considerable amount of weight. You know what I'm saying? And I still was mad big. But anywho, but for someone who has more of a narc is a narcissist mindset, anytime they give, they can't give from the heart. It doesn't make sense to them to just do a nice thing or just do nice things and not ever just do it and let it go into the universe. Like, they'll do it, but you always have a feeling like this is a problem or this is a lot for them. You know what I mean? Me personally, I cannot deal with someone or be around somebody that's not a giving person. So I'm a giving person. And they also always look for people who are giving and people who need direction. But anywho, before a narc, a lie, right? Especially when they choose to live a lie, like Rose, it's like having your hands up. And I can have my hand up holding this remote. This remote is not heavy. It's not heavy. Trust me, it's not. Look, well, there's no way I can show you. I mean, I don't know why I said look. But it's not heavy. And I can hold this in the air, right? I probably can go about an hour and I'm straight. Okay? But the more time goes on, this remote may start getting heavier. My arms are going to get heavier. That's how it feels to act human and be nice for a narc like Rose. So what happened in that previous video is that she had to let her arms down. It's like, all right, okay, I cannot take all this structure. I cannot take all this happiness. I cannot take, can't take nothing, right? Another thing too is she talks about having postpartum like it's just a part of life. And I mean, who knows? Even that might be just the way to justify bad behavior. But I've experienced being around somebody with postpartum and how disgusting they can be. So she already had mental health problems and she's experiencing postpartum and whatnot. That explains why it was so venomous. The lie was so venomous. And Rose is so incapable. First of all, Rose then doesn't even have her own philosophies on relationships. First of all, just for PR sake, you're supposed to like not say that white men are your preference. You had mad time to come up with better answers. All you guys say is, I love my husband. I'm so attracted to my husband. He does this and that. And another thing too is selling him as a rich nigga. Because again, that fits better into the fantasy. Things didn't work out with that nigga over there, but Brad chose me even when I'm so great. All right. I got that sunshine where it count. My WAP is so amazing that it didn't matter that I had a couple of kids. This white man still wanted me. And I got taking care of the kids. But she was like, you know what? It can't just be that. The icing on top is going to be that he's a high value white man too. He can have all kinds of women, but he wants me and these kids. And don't get me wrong. If you come across a man like that finds value in you, y'all hit it off and it's great, more power to you. The issue is selling this image to black women. There's a part of this video that we was looking at where she says, do you want to talk about why it never worked out with any of your women because you said you beat all your women? Matter of fact, let's look at it. Fuck that.
You forgot. I've always glorified you, literally glorified you, painted you in the most beautiful light possible. But me, actually,
I wonder, do he like Caucasian men or African American men? Because, child, she didn't say meth. That don't make sense. What you did with a meth? No, she said what you did with a man. Oh, Lord. I just want to know, do he like black or white men? Because what?
He like black men. Knock it off. You know he like black men.
Excuse me, what? Okay.
Literally minimize my own character and to glorify yours. And then you have the audacity to sit here and be like,
damn, hold on, y'all.
In Vegas.
bit confused based on like the image that I. No, I'm just talking about yelling and stuff while I was sitting here. Because remember, you were the one that said, no, you're really confused. They're like, it's not making yourself look good. That's the whole Wait, about what you did with the man? Wait, about what? Just so you know, guys, he's over there giving me the serious.
I'm not scared of the camera.
Yeah. Child.
That you did? Should he start snatching my phone and be like, I'm confused.
Wow. I'm confused.
Just so you know, guys, he's over there giving me the serious eye. So I'm going to get off of here. But just in case anything happens, then you already know. Because the way that he's over there looking, and when I got off the phone yesterday, he started snatching my phone and being really aggressive. I had to open the door and stand in front of the camera because he gets a little bit crazy. I know. So that's why I had to stand in front of the camera in the hallway yesterday and let you know that it was a camera watching. Yeah.
I'm not scared of the camera.
Yeah.
Stop pretending that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I know that's a young goal, but I think on girl type of girls. Just relax.
The stuff in Vegas. I mean, just all the many things. But I'm like gonna bite my tongue and not say it because for your image, because you forgot, I've always glorified.
Oh my God, I can't find it, but you guys get what I'm getting at, right? Right. So what she should have done, and again, this is because like, yo, this person lives in delusion. You have been outed. The best way to spin things is just to say, we have a great marriage, a great relationship, and there was a mistake trying to sell people the idea